let's get started for this weekend over here. And thank you very much for Summit to organize this weekend's program together with all of you. Okay, and great to have all of you here for a stocks portfolio building session. Okay, now, so what I have this weekend is to equip all of you with the skill sets, okay, to not only create capital, okay, so I'm going to show you a very unique way to actually build up capital, all right, and to actually get the capital you require to build a stock portfolio, okay, and once we get to the stocks part, okay, I will also show you a very unique way of selecting stocks where, okay, before you even go in on the stock and before you even invest in any of them that you would choose, okay, you are already going to know, all right, that you are going to make money from it. Okay, so that's a very important clue that we need to create. Okay, and I also need to show you this, okay, because by doing so, it will actually give you the confidence, all right, to buy that first stock and to buy the second one, third one, fourth one after that, okay, and to allow you to build and to compound and of course to grow your money. Okay, now the aim is also to keep things very, very simple this weekend. Okay, and I promise you one thing. Okay, if you're determined enough, all right, and you're ready to take action after this weekend, all right, you're gonna get started. All right, you're gonna get a very good plan over here to build a portfolio. Okay, and you can after that ride on it. Okay, to find better ways after that to generate even bigger returns. Okay, all right, now so let's get going for this weekend over here. Once again, I'm Terence Tan, okay, and the chief trainer of I'm Possible Investors. So let me get started with a standard disclaimer. That means I'm going to be going into stocks and a little bit about options later on as well. Okay, and any form of investments, okay, will actually bear a risk of loss. So I need to actually let all of you know about this disclaimer before we go ahead. Okay, that you need to make sure you do your own risk management and decision making before you decide to buy any of the stocks that I'll be doing throughout the session or talking about. Okay, all right, now, so chapter number one, I'm gonna go into what I call, give me a minute. Okay, chapter number one, I call it the building blocks. Okay, now, what do I mean when I say the building blocks over here? Now, I'm gonna ask all of you a question over here before I get started. Okay, one, to find out that all of you are actually behind the computer screen itself. All right, okay, and two, everybody's ready to get going, okay? All right, now, so how many of you would actually admit that part of your blockage, okay, that stops you from investing or actually getting you started to invest, or even the fact that obstacles to stop you from investing even more, okay, is the problem of capital. Okay, that means how many of you find it a problem to raise capital, okay, or to be able to find capital so that you can use it to invest? Okay, if you do face this difficulty, that means you're saying yes to me, Terence. I find it difficult to find capital, to raise capital. All right, can you type one in the chat box? Okay, and let me know this is your issue that you're facing right now. Okay, if you have no problems and you have absolutely no problems with money and capital, all right, you can always type two. Yeah. Nice. Okay, but bear in mind, right? If you type two, then everybody else in this session is going to know that you have a lot of money. I'm just kidding. Now everybody's going to type one. All right, no issues over here. Whether you find it difficult to raise capital or you don't, right? Okay, building blocks over here is actually to bring about a very, very innovative way to helping all of you get started. Okay, and even those of you who have typed two over here in the chat box, right? Okay, I promise you, okay, if you actually are disciplined enough, okay, to execute what I'm about to show you, okay, you will actually be able to raise a lot more for your investment purposes. Okay, all right, now, so shall we get to it? Okay, now, so what I want to do is I want to introduce to all of you what I call the I'm Possible Investors building blocks. Okay, we have actually used this over the years, okay, to help many of our students, okay, gather more capital, okay, to actually put towards their investment portfolio. Okay, but I have a very unique question that I want to ask all of you next. Okay, now, I'm going to show you this screen. Okay, and the question is seen below over here. Right now, so as you look at this screen right now, can anybody tell me what do you see? Right, this is like an abstract art and abstract painting, right? Okay, I'm just giving you a picture and I want you to describe what do you see. Okay, so give me all the permutations, all the different things that is possible that is going on in your head and in your mind right now. Okay, and just give me your answer. All right, type it in the chat box, everyone. compounded. Okay, Jensen. All right. Okay, nice. Growing. All right. What else? How about the others? Right, let's have a great participation session. After all, we are here to help you build a portfolio, and you will only be able to maximize your benefit, okay, and your receptiveness if you really put yourself to participating over here. All right. Now, statistic, compounding effect, growing. All right. Anyone else want to give it a shot? Number of years? No. I'm sure number of years, you don't want to see 30, right? Chong Liu. All right. Although we know investments take time to grow, all right, but I'm sure you don't want to wait until it hits 30. 20. That's interesting. So you only see 20. Number of months. No. All right. It's nothing to do with time over here. All right. Now, so thank you very much for participating. All right. Now, so this is how it works. If you want to raise capital, okay, if you want to raise capital over here, it is actually not too difficult if you want to think of it. Okay, now, so think of it this way, all right? This is your plan. Okay, now, this is your plan, okay, for the next 30 days. Okay, now, so this is what we call the beginner's challenge. Okay, and then later on, I'm going to raise it to the intermediate challenge, and I'm going to raise it to the experts challenge. Okay, now, your job over here is if you find it, today you are here and building blocks, you're trying to just get started. Okay, if you are really at the stage of getting started for your financial journey itself, okay, you might want to start with what we call this beginner's challenge over here. Now, all it means is this. As what I've just said to you, you see number of days. Okay, now, so you see from 1 all the way to 30. All right, so this plan can actually work out for the next coming month, all right, and start it for you. Okay, because we are near February right now. Okay, so you can actually plan to start it in the month of February. Yeah, okay. Or without further ado, you can even start it on Monday. Yeah, all right, that's perfectly fine as well. Okay, now all you need to do is this. Okay, whether you're going to decide, okay, whether you're going to decide to do it in dollar terms. Okay, I understand a lot of you are from Malaysia right now, or you're going to do it in ringgit terms. All right, I leave it absolutely up to you. All right, anyway, it's fine because it's still money after all. Yeah, okay. Now, so all I need you to do is this. All right, on day one, all right, all I want you to do is to save $1. All right, now that's the easy part of the challenge. I'm sure everybody can save $1, right? Okay, now, can anybody tell me what you're supposed to do on day 2 now? All right, type in the chat box, let me know what do you think. All right, so how much do you think you need to save when it comes to day 2? Yeah, all right, there we got things going. All right, now, so on day 2, all right, all you need to do is save $2, okay? And then 3, 4, all right, and there we go along. Yeah, all right, now, so I think most of you understand how you play the game right now. Okay, now, so we save $10 on day 10, all right, and then of course we continue after that. Okay, and then, okay, on day 20, you'll be saving $20. Okay, and you continue after that. Okay, and then on final day, which is day 30 over here, all right, all you need to do is save $30. Now, so this is what we call the 30 days challenge over here. All right, now, so the question now is this. Okay, the question now is, do you think, all right, now, how many of you actually think this plan is going to be easy to execute? All right, if you think that it's simple enough for you, it's easy enough for you, all right, can you type the word easy right now in the chat box? All right, now that's very good. I like that mentality over here because it's really something very, very simple, and this is what we call the beginner's challenge. And we all know this for a fact. All right, if you don't save, all right, if you don't have a habit of saving, all right, you're not gonna be able to find any capital, all right, to not only invest but to do anything at all. All right, because without the habit of saving, all right, we're gonna only basically add on to our debts, right? Because there's gonna be expenses month after month, all right, it's just gonna accumulate. All right, as years go by, these expenses are gonna pile up. All right, because it's just going to get more and more and bigger and bigger. All right, now, but okay, it's the habit of savings that allow us to build that nest over here. All right, and with that nest, our job is to grow it better. Okay, now, so this is the beginner's challenge. All right, but what you may not know is this. Okay, what you may not know is by the end of this 30 days effort. Okay, that means by the end of this 30 days, and once you're done over here, all right, what you will not know is actually, all right, you have already saved a total of $520. Okay, all right, now, so just 30 days over here. And at the end of it, all right, what will amaze you is the fact that you have actually ended up saving $520. Right now, and with $520, you're ready to start. Yes, you're ready to start. Okay, and today I'm actually, yes, all right, Ching Li. Yes, all right. Many of you are not amazed, you're not paying attention to simple little things that you can do every day, all right? But you actually lead to compounding effect, which is some of you, some of you said when you saw this picture over here, which is correct. All right, now, so little by little, you just keep adding that one extra step every day, all right? And without knowing it, by the end of the month, you have saved $520, yeah? And this $520 could go into buying stocks. Okay, and I'll actually show you how to get this started today. Yeah, all right, it's very interesting over here because today I'm going to show you whether you're going to save $100, $200, $300. Your job is whatever you save, all right, just put it into a portfolio, all right, and let's build it. Yeah, all right, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Now, next, all right, who's ready? Who? Okay, let me find out this. How many, who actually thinks you're capable of trying something more? Okay, now, if you think that you're capable of trying something more over here, all right, type the word more in the chat box right now. Okay, I want to challenge all of you. Okay, because this weekend is not about just you sitting behind the screen, okay, and just, enjoying the session, but it's also to challenge you, right, and to get you moving. Awesome, awesome. Nice. Okay, now, so for those of you who type more, all right, what I want you to do is this. Immediately after you finish one cycle, okay, immediately after you finish one cycle of the beginner's challenge, all right, I want you immediately to hop on to the intermediate. All right, now, what do I mean when I say I want you to hop on to the intermediate? All right, the intermediate now becomes a 50 days challenge. All right, now, so the first cycle you finish, what was it? You finished 30 days challenge, all right, and you have brought about $520 into your portfolio, correct? So this goes in. Now, and the second cycle that you're going to do, right, is you're going to challenge yourself to do a 50 days challenge. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to add $1 every day, the same drill over here, all right, and then $40 on the 40th day, all right, and finally, your challenge ends on the 50th day, all right? On the 50th day, you have actually saved $50 on the last day itself. Okay, now, anybody wants to give a guess? By the end of this 50 days over here, all right, how much would you have saved for yourself? Too difficult, too many numbers to press, right? Okay, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, right? Let me give you the answer. All right, yes, awesome. This is the exact number, everyone. Okay, all right, now you would have saved for yourself a total of 1275, everyone. Okay, $1,275 by just simply completing a 50 days challenge. Yeah, okay, 50 days challenge. Okay, now, many of you will actually think that this is also simple, Terence. It sounds logical, it sounds doable, all right? I think it's easy. Yeah, all right, now, this is where the challenge comes, all right? If you think it's easy, all right, wait until you try it. Really, wait until you try it because, the first 10 days is easy. The second set of 10 days, that means 20th day, still seems easy, all right? 25 days, now you start to feel a little bit of, that pinch over here. And in 30 days, never mind, let's just drag across. Now, when you do a 40th day, yes, all right, now that's where it's going to come, right? And finally, you got to push yourself until the 50th day, all right? Now, so let me start this ball rolling. Okay, let me start this ball rolling. How many of you, okay, let me find out right now. How many of you, all right, are ready, okay, to take on this challenge? Because I'm actually announcing this challenge to all of you. Okay, how many of you are ready to take on this challenge and get something started by, let's say, next Monday or by the 1st of February? Okay, if you are, all right, type the word me right now. Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, Sam, all right, if you're in the background right now, take a note, take a screenshot, take a picture of these people. Yeah, all right. All right, take a note of these people, all right, because we're going to do something. All right, okay, we're going to do something. What are we going to do? Okay, now I'm going to challenge all of you to do this. Okay, I want all of you, okay, when you start this, right, okay, to take a picture every day. Okay, to take a picture every day, okay, of what you save, okay, and then post it, okay, and then post it on whichever social media platform you are on. All right, that means you are more frequent on Facebook. I want you to post it on Facebook. All right, okay, and then if you're on more on Instagram, I just want you to make a post on Instagram. All right, now This is not because I want you, all right, to share this, not so much that, but you realize this becomes your discipline, all right, because you are showing to everyone that you started a challenge, all right, and then it'll push you to actually complete the challenge itself. Yeah, okay, because that holds you accountable now. Okay, because if I'm just gonna say this, all right, and then some of you get started on Monday, okay, you're just gonna say, well, let's do this, let's do this. Monday you do it, Tuesday you do it, Wednesday, you got busy, you forgot about it. Oh, now my Thursday I just come back again. All right, yes, you can do something like that, but you know, saving it's actually a discipline of building a habit. All right, now, so by trying to get you to just take that one quick picture of that dollars that you have right now that you're saving, all right, and then putting it into a bag that's specially for this, or maybe putting it into a bank, all right, that you have at home, all right, that means one of those safe boxes over here, all right, it's actually a habit, all right, and then post it onto your social media, all right, and you may just want to add, for example, say, yes, accountability, yes, you're right, okay, just add a hashtag behind it, okay, just add a hashtag behind it, all right, and just put I'm possible, right? To remind yourself that you are definitely going to do this, all right? And it's possible, all right? So I'm possible. So if you're doing a 30 days challenge, all right? So you just write 30 days, all right? Challenge. Challenge. Okay. Now, so if you're doing a 50 days challenge, all right, you can write a 50. Actually, we can do a 50D. Yeah. All right. 30D, 50D. All right. Challenge. Okay, right? Just a simple hashtag, all right? So it allows, you know, our team member over here to just write on the hashtag, all right, and be able to find all your posts over here. Yeah, all right, okay, now, sounds doable? Sounds doable, everyone? Okay, all right, now, who's ready to challenge yourself for even more? I'm going to show you some very marvelous things over here, all right? Now, so we have done with the beginner's challenge, okay, and then we have challenged you to the intermediate challenge. Okay, so that means after you have completed the intermediate challenge, right, you would have saved $1,275. Okay, and you realize that already brings you to 1,795. All right, you have saved $1,795, right, in just in just 80 days, everyone. That's under 3 months. All right, in less than 3 months, you have generated almost close to an additional $2,000 in capital. All right, now that's great. Okay, that's great because now you have some capital to actually start buying some stocks. Yeah, all right, your money can start working harder for you. All right, now, but what we really want to do is this. If you think that you complete this 50 days challenge and you're ready for more, okay, you're ready for more. Anybody want to challenge, accept the challenge and type more? Growing your portfolio is about taking on challenges, right? Okay, who thinks that after a 50 days challenge, you're still ready for more? If you think you're gonna have it easy over here today, all right, then I'm gonna start you off at the right foot, yeah? All right, you realize it's not gonna be that simple after all, right? But we're gonna get there, okay? We'll do it together, all right? Now, everybody gave up? Oh my goodness, you're giving up at 50 days? Yeah, all right, nobody's ready for more? Oh man. No. No. All right, now, but let me give all of you an idea. All right, now you really want to do this. Okay, maybe the first time around you can't do it. Okay, so what you can do is this. Once you start to feel the stretch. Okay, for example, it's like, you know, when I go to the gym. All right, I try to go to it every day right now. Okay, and you know, there are certain times where you start to feel that your muscles are all aching. You can't even lift your arms and stuff like that. All right, that actually tells you to take a pause, of course. Right now, but by taking a pause, you can take two actions. You can totally stop. Yeah, all right, okay. Or you can just slow things down. Okay, you can slow things down. So what you can do is this. Once you find that after completing a 50 days challenge, okay, all right, that you find it a stretch right now, what you can do then is you revert back to the 30 days. Yeah, okay, that means you do a 30, 50, 30, 50, 30, 50. So you pace yourself. Yeah, okay, because if I continuously to ask you to do a 50 days, 50 days, 50 days, right? Yes, that becomes a little bit challenging. Yeah, okay, but if you find it challenging, nothing stops you from going back to a simple 30 days. Yeah. Okay. Right now, I know some of you will start to feel this. All right. And you're saying that, Terence, for, a salary income earner like myself, right, it's actually very difficult to embark on something like that. Yeah. Okay. Now, so what I want to tell you is this. I actually have one student in my community. All right. I've met him like for 5 years now. Okay. And we laid this idea to him 5 years ago when he came to our program. Okay. And what amazed me was this. When I caught on to him last year, all right, when I met him and then we talked a little bit about his investments plan and stuff like that, right, he said one thing that, really shocked me. All right. So the one thing that he said was this, Terence, I really need to thank you for the challenge that you mentioned over here. All right. Okay. Now, because for that challenge itself, all right, it got me started. So I was like, challenge, which one are you talking about? And he reminded me about, what I just shared with all of you. All right. Now, and what he did was he didn't do the basic, he didn't do the beginners, he didn't do the intermediate, he immediately started the experts challenge. Yeah. All right. Now, so he started the experts challenge, and this is the amazing part. He continuously did it. That means every time he finished one cycle, he started the next cycle. Yeah, okay. And let me show you, it's not easy. Why do I say it's not easy? Because the experts challenge that he did, all right, religiously, all right, is this. Ready, everyone? This is the one that he did, right? Because this was the one that we shared with our students, right? We didn't share the 30 days challenge. We didn't share the 50 days challenge. What we shared with them was take yourself, challenge yourself for 100 days, right? Do the 100 days challenge. Why? Yes, 100 days, right? Because at the end of 100 days, anybody wants to make a guess? Right? If you continue and finish from day one all the way to 100, how much will you have saved? It's about 3 months, right? Yeah, right. So this plan takes a little or slightly over 3 months. Okay, but when I tell you actually how much you'll find that you'll save the moment you complete this challenge, you might be shocked. Anybody wants to make a dent? Just throw a ballpark number, right? If you're not too sure. Yes. All right. Very, very good. Cha Chun. All right. Yes, you're almost spot on over here. Have you done it before? All right. By finishing this challenge, everyone, you would have saved $5,050. All right, $5,050 for 100 days, everyone. So that means you start from $1, $2, $3, $4, $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $90, and finally, you'll feel a sense of achievement when you hit that 100. Yeah, be it whether it's two $50 notes, Singapore dollars, or two $50 note in ringgit, right? It's $100, all right? And when you take that picture, trust me, yeah, okay, all right, it's gonna feel like, accomplishment. Yeah, okay. Now, you never know. Okay, all I'm gonna say to all of you who find this right now, Terence, I can't do this, not possible. All right, you never know until you try. All right, so that's the amazing part about humans. We always say push ourselves to the limit. Okay, if you're giving up right now and don't even want to make an attempt, then nothing's gonna happen. All right, and it also kind of defeats the purpose of why we're here today. Because if you're already ready to give up, that means you're not ready to start this journey at all. Okay, that's why I really want to try and lay down this discipline, all right on from the start. Because trying to find capital is always the biggest challenge that I find, all right, from a lot of my students and apprentices. Okay, but what I always tell them is this: it's not as difficult as you think. All right, all you need to do is to take a little bit of effort. Yeah, okay, so start yourself with a 30 days challenge, all right, and then do a 50 days. Okay, and just rotate between the 30 to 50 days. Okay, for those of you who find it really a challenge, fine. Just do a 30 days and do it over and over and over again. That's also good. Something is better than nothing, right? But when you're ready to push yourself to the next level, right, you could always try the 30, 50, and then the 100. Yeah, okay, and then go back to a 30, and then a 50, and then 100. You could do this in like ABC format, ABC format, ABC format. Because when you finish one cycle, right, you have spent about how many days? 180 days? That's half a year, right? You could complete 2 of these cycles every single year, everyone. All right, that means 2 rotation cycles every single year. So if you save 520, right, from the 30 days challenge, right, and you save 1275, all right, from the 50 days challenge, and then now you are also capable of adding the 50-50, all right, from the 100 days challenge. Do you realize how much we've just saved for just 1 year? or the coming year ahead, all right, you have saved like what, 6,700, almost 6,800, everyone. All right, you have saved almost $6,800. All right, okay, now, so that's something that you can look forward to. All right, let me just ask all of you this question. Okay, let me just ask all of you this question. All right, how many of you in this room right now, okay, how many of you in this webinar right now have actually achieved, okay, or saved, more than $5,000 in a year? Okay, it doesn't have to be continuously or consecutively every year, but how many of you have ever saved more than $5,000, right, in your own currency, right, in a year itself? Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. That's wonderful. Now, so instead of just saving that amount, all right, that means like, little bit here, little bit there, every single month or periods when you have those, all right, why not just try to embark on this? Because I just said, all right, the total amount over here, like 30, 50, 100, right? It's about 6,008, right? So it's just a little bit more from your $5,000 that you achieved, all right? So rather than, I save $10 here, I save $100 there, right? Why not just put yourself to a discipline challenge, all right? And then you'll find that, like a lot of people who embark on running, right? The first day they run is difficult, all right? And then the first week after that, it gets easier, right? And then slowly it becomes a habit. Right, and you start to realize if you get this into a habit, right, every single year, right, you'll be able to achieve the extra and additional $6,800. It just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming. Yeah, right. And you can start to see how all this money that goes into your portfolio, right, will be able to help you build something, right, that's going to be very, 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 very meaningful. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, so can I show you a little bit more of what I mean over here, everyone? Okay, all right, now, so let's go. So what I have given to Summit over here, all right, it's really a spreadsheet, okay? And with that spreadsheet, okay, all of you will be able to use it. Okay, let me just change my screen. Okay, all of you will be able to use it, all right, to detail and, account for your challenge over here, all right? So just fill up the Excel spreadsheet over here as you go along, right? And you accomplish each daily task over here. Yeah, right. So as you complete each daily task, all right, just go along the spreadsheet and just add it up. Okay. And you realize, oh, yes, after day 5, I've saved $30. Right. And then we go on 7, 8, 9, 10. After 10 days, you have saved $100. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you go 11, 12. Right. So it starts to show you, hey, I'm making progress. Right. This is awesome. Yeah. Okay. All right. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right, and by the 20th day, all right, you have already saved $265, everyone. 265. Yeah. Okay. So you start to see what I'm trying to show you over here. That progression. Okay. And when you do the 50 days, we have a tab for 50 days as well. All right. So the end result will be 1275. Okay. And 100 days. This is the one that's really going to push you the limit. All right. This is like, for those of you who likes running, all right, and you challenge yourself to complete the marathon. If you can do that with running, all right, why not try this? Right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So something to think about right now. Now, so this is what I'm trying to propose to all of you. Okay. For those of you who are only ready to take baby steps, okay, that means those of you who are only ready to take baby steps, start a 30 days challenge. Okay. That's the minimum that I try to ask from all of you who are here right now. Because in a 30 days challenge, you can actually complete 12 repetitions in a year. Okay. We have 365 days, right? So if you do it every 30 days, you can complete about 12 repetitions over here. Right? And each time you complete, that's about $520 in savings, right? So in a year, right, you would still have saved $6,240. Yeah, right? You still save $6,240. Now, but if you're ready to push yourself to the intermediate level, right, that means instead of 30 days, forget it, Terence, 30 days is no kick for me, right? I'm going to do a 50 days. Okay, now, and you repeatedly do it, right? So 50 days, you can complete about 7 cycles. Okay, and 7 cycles of 1275, right, would actually bring you $8,925, everyone. Right, $8,925. Yeah. Okay. Now, so that's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Now, those of you who have reached the expert level, right, like this student of mine over here. All right, I'm gonna tell you this student of mine is better still. All right. Okay. Now, he does it, and he's just a salaried worker over here, right? And he just keeps to it. So can you imagine completing 3 plans every year? Okay, 3 plans every year. What he has done over here is he has saved 15,000 every single year. All right, if he puts it to his portfolio, all right, by the end of 3 years, by the end of 5 years, he would have actually had a portfolio that is more than 6 figures. Yeah, okay, now, so it all comes from his effort. All right, and all I'm trying to say also, it all comes from that one little seed that he was willing to plant, all right, and keep watering it. Yeah, okay, so I hope all of you can take away over here. Now, so 100 days challenge, you do it 3 times a year, all right, you would of course save 15,150. Now, for those of you who want to do the hybrid, all right, so hybrid is basically a cycle of 3, 5, 10, all right, so 30, 50, 100, all right, so that's what I mean when I say hybrid. So you can complete about 2 cycles a year, all right, and that will still bring you 13,690. So find the combination, all right, find the combination that fits you, that helps you, all right, that will push you along. Okay, that will push you along. Okay, all right, now, so I want to find out a little bit of consensus right now. Okay, for those of you who are here, okay, those of you who also commented, Terence, I'm ready to take up this challenge. Okay, I'm ready to take up this challenge. Now, which challenge are you going to take on over here? Right? Leave a comment in the chat box and let me know which one is going to fit you. That means if you're going to take only baby steps, okay, Terence, I'm only going to try the 30 days challenge, right? And just type 30 in the chat box. If you say, Terence, I'm going to challenge and push myself harder, all right, I'm going to try the 50 days challenge, type 50. Okay, and then for the rest, right, if you find that this looks challenging, all right, you can always try the hybrid. Nice. Shani, all right, let's go. All right, I'd love to see your results over here, Shani. All right, so Shani is going to take the 100 days challenge. All right, and that's 3 cycles. And in the end of 2021, all right, she's going to have a decent amount of capital, all right, to actually get going. Yeah, okay. Now, 30, 50, awesome. All right, now, so I actually start to see, many of you over here who's willing to take on this challenge over here. Why not? Okay, try it out. Okay, everyone. So remember, all right, just put on a hashtag over here at the end of it. So for this one, the hashtag is going to be I'm possible 30D challenge. Yeah. Okay. So you can put this in your social media post. All right. So this one would be 50D. All right. And this one is going to be 100D. Okay, all right, you could put 100 days if you want to, that's better. All right, and let's do this. Let's make it clearer. Because everyone is going to probably send you a message, leave a comment and ask you, what's 30D? Okay, and then the last one, you just put impossible hybrid. No, we don't use hybrid. Let's use 3, 5, 10. All right, so we use 3510. Oh my goodness, sounds like a Nokia phone. All right, let's use 3510. Oh well, yes. So that's what we're looking at over here, everyone. All right, thank you for participating. Thank you for letting me know that you're willing to give this a shot. Okay, I'm willing to give it a run over here. All right, and I'm really excited. All right, I'm really excited. I'll find out from the summit team at the end of 30 days, at the end of 50 days, at the end of 100 days as well. All right, how those of you who have embarked on this challenge is coming along. Okay, all right. Now, so what I want to show you next is this. When you have all this money, all right, all I want you to do is at the end of every savings challenge, right, just send the capital, all right, or send the funds, okay, into your trading account. Yeah, okay, you could do it at the end of every cycle, or you could do it at the end of every year. Right now, for table calculation specifics, right, it gets a little bit challenging if I'm going to have too many columns. So I'm just going to assume a simplicity of, okay, I saved 1 year, I'm going to transfer it to my portfolio account, and I'm just going to buy stocks. But in reality, I want all of you to do this on a monthly basis. If you're doing 30 days, if you're doing 50 days, do this on, at the end of every 50 days. Okay, right now. So if you put in $6,240 in capital, all right, and you just generate, okay, simple 10%. Okay, of course, you're not going to get this even in the bank. Okay, that means at the banks, you're not going to get this amount at all. Okay, but if you invest and you look at some of the stocks that I'm going to show you today, okay, no additional strategies, no market timing, no anything at all, just buy and keep those stocks. Okay, I will actually show you how to build a portfolio that pays you 10% and more. Okay, now if you just achieve that simple fact over here, right, you still generate $624 on your capital. Okay, so that will bring your portfolio to $6,800 by the end of the first year. Okay, now, and of course, you have a new savings of $6,200 as well. Okay, now, so by the start of the second year, you have 13,000 to go along. Okay, so now we're going to the compounded table right now. So every single year, all you did was to save about 6,240. All right, so by the end of 10 years, you would have saved like $62,000, but your portfolio would have grown to $109,000. Yeah, okay, so there's a growth over here that I want you to see. Now, little by little, we move, okay? Now, if those of you are challenging yourself to an intermediate challenge, okay, this is as passive as it gets, huh? There's no trading involved, there's no monitoring of your portfolio involved. Just finish the challenge, put the money in your trading account, buy that stock, and then start the new challenge. All right, you don't even need to watch the stock market. Yeah, okay, this is like passive, totally passive. Okay, now, so if you do this, all right, you have $8,925 at the end of 1 year. Okay, so you do the same thing, all right, and then by the end of 10 years, right, you have $156,000 in your portfolio. Okay, in your portfolio. Okay, now, last one. For those of you who are taking the expert challenge over here, that's $15,150 every year. Okay, by the end of year 10, all right, you would have $265,000. That's $250,000, everyone. Now, so some of us are actually wondering, Terence, how the heck am I going to save up to that $250,000, $500,000, all right, every single year? Okay, now, this is how you do it. You give yourself a challenge in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, do something today, plant a seed today, all right, and keep it growing, all right? Keep watering it, keep adding to it, all right? Keep putting more seeds into it, all right, and keep it growing. Okay, so that's what we're really looking at. Now, how about the hybrid? For those of you who are doing the hybrid, it's still worth $240,000, right, by the end of year 10. Yeah, okay. Now, so this, of course, is nothing, marvelous like what you'll probably see right now of your friends who have got lucky, all right, and bought Tesla, like in the last year itself, right? But Tesla is Tesla. How many Tesla are you going to get? All right, and if you look at it right now, you're already probably too late. Yeah, okay, you're probably too late to enjoy the biggest benefit. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, it may double, right? But you have missed out the part where, it went from $50 to where it is right now. So that's the exponential part. You missed that. Okay, what you're probably going to get right now is, like you trying to buy Apple when it was $500, right? Of course, I'm talking about before all those splits. Yeah, okay, so you would have doubled to 1,000. Yes, you doubled your money, but it took 5 years to double your money. Yeah, okay. Now, but where else, if you build this portfolio, it's just simple buy, all right, it just starts accumulating over here. All right, now, and what I really want to show you is this. What I'm giving to you right now is actually returns from the form of potential gains. Okay, there are also additional incomes that we're going to get from these stock portfolios that we build. Okay, because a lot of these stocks that we buy, all right, is going to actually end up also paying income sources to you, like the form of dividends. All right, so I've not added dividend incomes to any of these calculations over here. All right, so your returns can actually be much more than what you're seeing right now. Okay, all right, now, is this fine for everyone over here so far? Awesome. Okay, Jensen, we can talk about that. All right, and there's no issues at all. Yeah, okay, but what I really want to do for this 2 days over here is really stock investing. So I just want to focus on helping people get started, all right, and letting you see that it's actually much easier than you think it is. Yeah. All right. Yes. Awesome. Now, so before we kind of give ourselves a first break over here in the morning, all right, I just want to open up before I end every segment over here to a short little Q&A session over here. Yeah. Yes, he can go ahead. Yeah, all right, Calvin, you can go ahead and just put it in the chat box. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. All right. Let me just bring it back to the slides. Okay, if any of you have any questions about this particular segment or, in relation to what you want to learn or what you want to find out over the next 2 days itself, right, together with me, all right, you can leave it in the chat box and let us know. Oops. All right, awesome. So far, so good. All right, do feel free, don't feel stressed at all to fire away, you know, in terms of any questions that you want to ask, because after our first break for this morning over here, after our first break, what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to start going into the assets, all right? Because I've talked about the building blocks, which is getting you the capital or finding you different alternative way to find the capital and build it up, all right? And of course, once you have the capital, my job, all right, which is the main focus of this weekend, right, is actually to bring you to the stocks, how to find stocks, how do you know they're great, how do you make sure that you make money from them so that you can build this up. Okay, so immediately after the break, we're going to go into the classes of assets, okay, which is the stocks that we're going to look for, right? What are the characteristics? What do we want from them? What must they give us, all right, before we actually buy them, okay? All right, awesome. Yes, thank you very much, Kelvin. So it seems like we don't have any questions from this morning, all right, which is perfectly fine. Okay, but as we move along, please make sure you prepare your list of questions and then post it to me so I can help you in the best way possible, all right, for this entire weekend over here. All right, now, so with that, all right, with that, let's cut ourselves first break for this morning over here. It is about 10:40 on my clock over here. So let's take a half an hour morning break. All right. So for some of you who haven't had your breakfast or who haven't had your morning coffees over here, all right, take a half an hour break, recharge yourself, fuel yourself, because the next part over here is going to start getting a lot more interesting. All right. We're going to get into the stocks that will pay us, that will make us the money that we need. All right. So get yourselves ready. All right, everyone. Okay. Prepare yourselves a notebook and a pen, all right, or pieces of paper and a pen as well, because I'm going to be laying down important nuggets, all right, in terms of fundamentals you want to look out for stocks that you'll be selecting. All right, everyone. So let's get back over here let's take it at 10:45, all right, because it's almost there after all. So we'll come back at 11:15. So I'm going to be starting by 11:15 sharp for the next session over here. All right, everyone.